G'day, it's Ben, Liam and Bell. The new sound of Nova Mornings in 2023 is early breakfast.
How good is this? Ben, Liam and Bell from 6am and Jodie and Hayesy from 7.
The best time ever.
You guys are so funny.
Happy to hear your voice, Jodie.
Been loving the new show.
You guys are doing great.
New spark there.
Jodie and Hayesy. It's the new sound of Nova in 2023.
Good morning, Adelaide. Welcome to your wacky Wednesday.
You know what? We like to pump through the tunes on a Wednesday morning, keep you up and about.
I mean, we've just come from Hindley Street, haven't you? You
Yes.
and I, we've just come straight in from the woolshed.
Because Tuesday night it's rocking, isn't it? So we thought, I'd keep up those vibes on a Wednesday at Nova.
You were on the mechanical bull at the woolshed, and you thought, let's just continue this party and really crank up the music.
Yes.
Do you know who's not having a party?
Strikers?
Oh my God.
What happened after a 3-0 start? That
Yeah.
was so unbelievably disappointed. Full credit as well to our boy Alex Carey,
Yeah.
who played his part.
I think once Rashid went, the wheels sort of fell off, didn't they?
They did indeed. But then also Chris Lynn, of course, left as well.
Yep.
He was on fire.
Yep.
But there was no excuses. They need to at least play finals.
Absolutely not. And I'd be hesitant to jump on a Qantas flight at the moment. There was another one yesterday that had to be turned around. That's like the 5th in a week. Can you remember that Bali one where they went from Melbourne off to Bali, but then turned around over Perth? So they got about 7 hours in. And they've gone, we haven't filled out the paperwork at Denpasar, so we have to come. Well, what's going on?
You'd be fine with that if you were a passenger.
Yeah,
you'd be
right.
completely fine with that. You'd understand. You wouldn't get angry at all. would
No.
you?
Big show coming up. We went to Minato Safari Park yesterday, got really up close and personal with some lion cubs. Judge Jodie, we need to find out if a bloke is lying to his misso, as they like to call it. Ask us anything. That's your opportunity to ask Hayesy and I anything you want. But up next, in Jodie's Juice, I've got the best tennis commentary of all time. I'm calling it of all time. Well, Hayesy, I think we will all agree in this room, including you, producer Zoe, who's joined us. Hi.
Good morning.
The dust has settled and we can finally peel back the Band-Aid and address what was the Nova Christmas Party 2022.
Yeah, let's get straight into it. Zoe, that was what, months ago? Whew, you still hungover or what?
No, I'm thriving.
It was a big night for you, Dar, wasn't it? And you poor little thing, you hadn't eaten, there was an open bar.
Don't give me that. I didn't eat, I hadn't. That's everyone's excuse.
It was legit.
No, but you have to admit it's more prevalent for females. If we don't eat, woo, boy,
Game over.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we certainly learnt a lot that particular night. And Zoe's little adventure almost got me into a giant misdemeanor as well.
Don't make the worst night of Zoe's life about you. Thank you very much. What happened?
So,
Please do.
so thanks to producer Zoe, I went to use the lavatory, and for whatever reason, it was completely blocked up. So then I looked into the girls' lavatory, which is next door, and there's not a soul in sight, which was very, very strange, I thought, for a women's bathroom. So
I mean, how many have you been in, mate?
all sorts of different bathrooms in different countries. So I've jumped in there and said, I'll just have a quick tinkle before anyone gets in there, and I know there'll be none the wiser. Jumped in the cubicle, a lady comes in. Great. Oh, I can't leave now. Another lady comes in. I reckon there was about 15 girls in there at one stage, and I'm in the middle cubicle, and the girls are probably sitting there going, geez, what's going on in that middle cubicle? She's having some trouble in there.
Did you put your feet up on the toilet so no one could see you?
I did. I actually did, yeah. I'd be like, why is this girl wearing leather boots? Strange, and black jeans. What a combination. So anyway, I have texted one of the bosses, Katie Bridges.
Why?
Because I could hear Katie. I could hear her saying, it's okay, Zoe. It's okay, Zoe. We're going to call someone and we're going to get them to come pick you up. Because our poor friend, producer Zoe, learnt a valuable lesson. Don't take on alcohol, you'll never win. So I text Katie saying, Katie, I'm in cubicle 2. I don't know what to do. I don't want to make a scene. What do I do from here?
Bearing in mind, you've just taken on a new position as a breakfast presenter on Nova 919 and no one knew who you were.
Do you think first impressions are important, particularly in radio? Do I want to be the bloke who cruises out amongst a bunch of ladies from the girls' toilets on day one? Now, that won't get them talking, will it? Oh, my gosh. So no response at all. And then eventually, I reckon after about 20 minutes, and probably the girls are thinking, wow, she's really having some digestive issues in there.
Yes.
But bless her, she doesn't smell at all. Strange. I eventually went out there. I told Katie what happened. She's checked her phone then. She goes, oh, my God, that's hilarious.
For you.
And I'm sweating. Unbelievable situation. Got through it. But I tell you what, if I go back in time and if we could take a real strong lesson with this, and what did you learn from that particular night, producer Zoe?
Don't drink with Jodie Oddy.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. Jodie's Juice.
Let's start with the Oscar noms, though. There was frenzied speculation Tom Cruise could get a Best Actor nod at the Oscars, announced in Hollywood, but it wasn't meant to be.
I feel the need for speed.
Speed, but not awards,
No.
Tom.
What about this? The wildly successful Top Gun Maverick, which was the highest grossing film of his entire career, and he's had some big uns, and the second biggest movie of the year, wasn't enough to push Cruise over the line in his third Best Actor nomination. Bad news for Baz Luhrmann as well. So his Elvis biopic received 8 nominations, but he failed to get the nod as Best Director. Slap in the face. Bang, Baz.
Thoughts on Baz's work?
Don't like it.
Really?
I can't get into it. He's brilliant. He's a genius. I just don't get it. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Who's to say? There's better news for Aussie Kate Blanchett. Her portrayal of fictionalised composer Lydia Tarr sees her up for Best Actress.
You want to dance the mask, you must service the composer. You got to supplement yourself. Your ego and, yes, your identity.
Can we just nail something as well? It's Kate Blanchett. So people would say Blanchett. Incorrect, like saying Melbourne or Connor Rosie.
We're going to have to Google that.
It's Blanchett.
Blanchett? I would have
Blanchett?
thought. That's the Australian way to say it is Blanchett.
Blanchett, not
Yeah.
Blanchett.
No. Best actor in a leading role, Austin Butler for Elvis, of course. Colin Farrell in The Banshees of Inisherin, I want to say. Brendan Fraser got a nod for The Whale as well. Best picture, Avatar, The Way of the Water, Elvis, Top Gun Maverick, etc., etc. Let's get to the tennis, please, because I can't wait for this.
You really sped that up to get to this, didn't you?
I
excited about this.
I just totally glossed over the Oscars. Just a small little award
Yeah,
ceremony.
in, out, here's the tennis.
Greek world number 4, Stefanos Tsitsipas is into the semis, had a dominant win over giant killer Jiri Ledecka. But he's endeared himself to the Aussie crowd as well, because he's revealed he's got his eyes on an Aussie treasure, Hollywood actress Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, Australia is such a great country. I like a lot of Aussie things. One of my favorite actresses comes from Australia, Margot Robbie. I wish I can...
Margot Robbie? Are you pitching right now? What's happening?
Am I what?
Pitching? Are you making an offer? What are we seeing here?
It would be nice to see her over there one day.
Okay. So you're officially extending an invitation to Margot Robbie. I just want to be crystal clear here.
Absolutely.
One of us. He's just like the rest of us.
It's an interesting offer, because isn't Margot married? I'm pretty sure she's married.
Yeah, and also for Margot and Stefanos Tsitsipas, I mean, one of the great men, successful tennis player. Margot's one of those people who has the choice of which man in particular. Oh, that's right, every single man
on the planet.
On this planet.
Yes.
And probably the other planets too.
Yeah. Oh, it would be interesting to see if she does rock up with her husband, because she's such a good sport like that. Don't
She
you
turned
reckon?
up to Stefanos' box with her husband.
Slap in the face.
What a power move that is.
Another slap in the face. Baz has got one. Tsitsipas has got one. Everyone's getting
Big
a slap.
forehand.
Hey, this brings us to, well, I mean, that commentary was good. That was great. Great interview from Jim Courier. But this is even better. This is a couple of commentators calling a women's match during the tournament. Stand by for this old age question.
It's going to be tough for the Ukrainian. Yeah, how do you respond to deep, hard balls?
Yeah, you've got to really try to stay nice and low.
Composure. You got to keep your composure. It's tough though. With those deep hard balls.
There's only one question in my head at the moment. How do you respond, Andrew?
I'm not sure. You just got to drive through your forehand, I would have thought. If you've got any idea, 0400 919 919. How do you respond to those deep hard balls?
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hayesy on Miss Daysey.
Well, welcome to Wednesday. It is the 25th of January, so let's take a little trip down memory lane, Jodes. Let's start 1924. The first Winter Olympic Games opens in Chamonix in France. Chamonix?
Nailed it.
Chamonix. Opened in France in 1924, and we haven't been interested since. I'm just kidding.
The world's best skiers and skaters have come to take part and do their best.
Winter Olympics, really, really good stuff. Favourite winter sport?
I like the aerial skiing.
Do you?
You know when they go off the dip and do twists and turns in the air. It's remarkable.
Elisa Camplin.
Yeah.
Very good. What about the luge?
Oh, not into it. I'm not about it.
Top 5 lugemen. 1979, first documented case of a robot killing a human in the US.
What?
I know. And then we thought it's all over. The robots are taking over. We got them under control though. 1980, Paul McCartney is released from Tokyo jail and deported.
Oh.
He had some kind words for his Japanese jailers and their hospitality.
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad, no.
How were these people?
Very good.
Very good?
Yeah, good guys.
Yeah, happy ending there. 1992, Australian Open women's tennis. Monica Seles beat American Mary Jo Fernandez at 6-2, 6-3 for her 5th career Grand Slam title. Monica Seles, of course, famous for...
Getting stabbed.
Yeah, that was controversial, but also being very, very loud. Monica Seles was a massive grunter back in the day, wasn't she? Had a go.
Is that it?
Yeah, something like that.
That far.
2018, Doomsday Clock moved by 30 seconds to 2 minutes to midnight by bulletin of the atomic scientists, closest since 1950s. It's all going to end very soon.
What does all that mean?
Means we're all going to perish really, really soon. In the meantime, listen to Nova. 1981, Alicia Keys is born today. It's her 42nd birthday. She's pretty flawless, Alicia Keys.
New York.
That's the one. So to celebrate, let's play a song from Red Foo. Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO was number 1 on the 25th of January back in 2011. Those glasses are not working, Red Foo. There's no lenses in them.
Out-of-body experience.
What the body experience?
Out-of-body experience?
Yes, and in particular to Jodie, Oddy, because for whatever reasons, just strange stories and situations that seem to tap you on the shoulder and say, let's go for a ride.
Yes, let me tell you about what happened yesterday. We went to Minato Safari Park and I got eaten by a lion. No, I didn't.
I'm actually a ghost.
I thought I might have, because we did the incredible 360 experience. Now, if anyone is thinking, shouldn't I, go and do it. It's amazing, isn't it? And incredible. I was lucky and privileged enough, I think, to feed one of the lions, Chad, our lion that Ben and Liam named last year. So they said, Chad's hungry. It's Chad's first birthday. Come and give Chad some meat.
Just feed the great man.
So whack some gloves on. I put the meat on some tongs. And then basically they encourage you to stand, I reckon, what would I have been, a foot from the lion?
Yeah, I don't know how you got through it, to be honest.
And
just this giant cage in between you, but somehow you braved the storm.
Oh, shut up.
These
Where were you?
Beautiful big pussycats.
Where were you standing 8 metres behind me?
I didn't have a special pass, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyway, so you put it on some tongs and then your hand is about 30 centimetres as you feed the lion through the cage. Well, an incredible experience, but also I was shaking, quite terrifying. Anyway, I did a little story for Channel 10 and then I had to go back to the station. So I jumped in my car. I said, you have to make your own way. So I was by myself, fraught with danger. So at some point, my navigation system decided to crap itself because it was, you know how it says it's off the map? So I've taken what I was convinced was the right turn, but it was the wrong turn. I ended up in the middle of absolutely nowhere on a dirt road by myself. A ute pulls out in front of me, right? And then I'm tracking along. He's going very, very slow, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? This is Wolf Creek gear.
Yeah. And he stopped and said, you ain't from round these parts, are you?
Anyway, so then his car pulls over. We're isolated, and I'm like, what does he want me to do here? So I just go around him. And then I go in front of him, I'm like, and then he starts following me. And so at this point, I'm like, what do I do? This is an SOS. This is a potential emergency. Who do I call? 000. No, I'm going to call Andrew Hayes.
And how did that go for you? Did you get some sound advice? Because we're speaking to you going, you've got lost from the way back from Monarto. You go out of Monarto, there's a big sign that says Adelaide, and you get on the freeway. That's like the bus driver calling his company and saying, I'm lost. And the boss says, I put you on the O-Bahn. How did you get lost? That's the situation you were in.
I know. There was a moment when I really started to panic and thought, this guy's going to take me out here. He's going to do things to me I don't want him to do. So I call you for solace and help. And what do you say?
We said we can't help you. But what I did like was that at some stage we passed some girl who looked so unbelievably confused. We looked, well, she's lost. Small world, South Australia.
Whatif.com helps Aussies make the most out of every trip.
Book a hotel, flight, surfboard and snorkel all before you can say brekkie buffet.
Jump on the Whatif app and get started.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
I'm going to change the tone just a little bit here and just say a very serious and heartfelt thank you to New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Arden. She's a class act, and she officially hung up her Prime Ministership boots yesterday. So she's resigned as the leader of our sister country.
I want to finish with a simple thank you to New Zealanders for giving me this opportunity to serve and to take on what has and will always be the greatest role of my life. That you can be kind but strong, empathetic but decisive, optimistic but focused. You can be your own kind of leader, one that knows when it's time to go.
I think that the hashtag Jacinda for Aussie PM was trending a couple of days ago, which I would love to see.
That makes sense, and I'd be very, very happy to peddle that on.
I've always said that the world would be a much better place if there were more compassionate, empathetic and genuine women like her in charge. That is my wish for the world moving forward with 4 daughters. So I was sad to see her resign, but I also get it. Tired, stressed, working mum needs a break. Like, we all understand that the pressure that woman would be under. So I was reading some comments, and someone said the defining moment has to be the way she handled the Christchurch terror attack. She's definitely up there with the best leaders to have ever scaled the heights of prime ministership.
Racism exists, but it is not welcome here. An assault on the freedom of any one of us who practices their faith or religion is not welcome here. Violence and extremism in all its forms is not welcome here.
An incredible leader, there's no question about that. But along with the positive comments, and there's a lot of love for Jacinda Ardern, especially here in Australia, I was sort of saddened to see Rebecca Gibney, who's the actress, her post, and she's a Kiwi. She said, just watching the barrage of hate that has sprung up over the resignation of our PM, Instagram used to be a place of positivity, but it seems the trolls are finding their way onto this platform as well. I will not tolerate mean, abusive and nasty comments on my feed, so know that while I feel sorry for you, your toxic comments will be deleted and you will be blocked. I will never understand, Hayesy, the absolute wanton need to tear down a woman of this magnitude, who is so intelligent, so fierce and so incredible in her role as a leader under pressure. I don't understand it. So Rebecca finished off with, spread the love. It's often when we shine a light in the dark, we see what scuttles out. Don't buy into it. Ignore the haters. Show compassion. Be the light. And if there's one thing you can take away from her prime ministership, be the light.
It's jealousy as well. It's jealousy, particularly if it's hate coming from males as well. It's from males from a time gone by where this is an unusual situation. It's 2023. It's not an unusual situation. And she is a powerful person who represented New Zealand and took them to such a level that, good luck to the incoming Prime Minister.
She's the benchmark.
She's the benchmark. Just finally, you're the mother of 4 daughters.
Yep.
Advice to young girls.
Oh, my God. Look at women like that as guidance and leadership. And the key takeaway out of that is my girls can look at someone like her or Julia Gillard and say, Jesus, I can be whatever I want to be. And how good's that? What a great legacy to leave young girls.
Very well said.
Jodie and Hayes's Ask Us Anything.
Nothing's off limits. Any question, send them through. Breakfast at nova919.com.au. Jump on the socials at nova919. Also at Jodie and Hayesy. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning. Are you excited? This is my favourite part of the show.
Yeah, I know you like it.
Yeah, I love filtering through all the questions and getting the juicy ones.
But you know why? Because the spotlight isn't firmly on you.
Correct.
You get to turn it on us. So.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Good on you.
All right, ready for question 1. Morning, guys. I was a big listener to the others last year, and I stumbled across you guys at the start of this year. So far, so good.
High praise.
High praise, take that. Just keep on rolling in the right direction.
What I would like to ask is, how old is Hayesy? Somebody has said that he's in his 30s. And also, what's your star sign? I'm asking for a friend.
Hey, Anna and
I'm
Lisa.
trying to see if they're compatible.
Well, probably.
Okay, go on then.
Anna and Lisa from The Advertiser. How old do you reckon I am?
21. 21.
Take that. I'm 37 years old, 85 baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But I'm doing my absolute best to try and look younger. So now I put hair product on my hair and just sort of comb it off to the side.
To the side.
It's getting a bit wispy.
Do you think it's working?
I'm not sure. And I wouldn't know.
Me either.
Yeah. And saying that's, I don't get the hint from my wife that it's overly working, but that's okay.
What's your star sign?
Star sign is Gemini.
Right.
And just so you know, Geminis are flexible, extroverted, clever. They're never boring. Their flaws include indecisiveness. Yes, we see that every day.
Yes, we see that every second.
Impulsivity.
Excuse me? Yeah.
Impulsivity, unreliability, and nosiness. Therefore, do not disclose anything to a Gemini that you don't want on radio.
Oh.
I don't believe that. You're pretty good with me. You don't normally tell anyone things that I tell you in confidence.
Don't I?
Oh, no.
And just for those playing at home, Jodie is a Capricorn.
Yeah.
She is an overachiever, persistent, practical and sensitive. They're known for their hardworking habits, and they always want to make success look effortless.
Oh, there you go. And I'm stubborn. Just add that to the list.
And sometimes she likes to reverse that and make the simple things look really hard. Like getting home from Monarto Safari Park and somehow getting lost and ending up on a dirt road.
Yep.
There's one road. It's one road between...
We've
Just follow it.
that.
Just follow the bitumen road. Ignore the dirt roads.
I'm ignoring you.
Good news, this is a Jodie question. So, Jodie, welcome back to Breakfast Radio. You're where you belong. My 15-year-old told me that I'm too old to be using emojis in text messages. To which I said, rubbish. What's your most used emoji?
Aubergine. No.
What's aubergine?
What?
Eggplant.
The eggplant? Oh. Oh. Is that what that means?
Yes.
It's like, guys, a lot of people eat eggplant these days, isn't there? Aubergine.
Not the most flavoursome, of vegetables, is it?
No.
Eggplant.
No. It's strange.
Using them, though.
Strange shape to it, too.
No. I love a good thumbs up emoji. I've just been scrolling back through my text from you. You know what you love, which is really unusual? The monocle man.
What's the monocle man? Yes.
So like that's the guy with the little monocle. What?
Yeah, because there's another one where he's confused. He's looking up in probably the left-hand side. He's got his fingers on his chin. I can't find that in my phone at the moment. So the monocle man gets a gig. But that and also the laughing emoji to end a conversation.
Right.
Because it's like, okay, we get it. We're having a conversation. It's kind of funny. Let's move on. That's basically a full stop.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, good to know that Jodie's most used is the aubergine.
So, Sean, when you send me a text, you're like, hey, how's it going? Is everything okay? And I respond with just a laughing emoji.
Yeah,
We're done.
We're done here.
All right, done. Hayesy, this is a question for you. Our final question for today is, my fiance isn't talking to me this morning because I changed my mobile phone screensaver from her to a picture of our new 12-week-old Border Collie puppy.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say 12 child.
No, 12-week-old puppy.
Oh, that's awkward.
And this caller, and this is from Aaron from Ridgehaven, would love to know, what is your screensaver on your phone at the moment?
Well, it's funny. I'm in somewhat of a similar situation because my screensaver used to be a picture of my kids.
Yeah.
Henry and Lottie.
Yeah.
But now I've changed it to a screenshot of a Channel 7 news report back in 2015 of Sean Sandilands with the super underneath that says Sean Sandilands Tunnel Enthusiast. So if you want to catch up on what's going on there, please jump onto our social media at Jodie and Hayesy. You tunnel enthusiast, you.
Didn't like it being turned back on you, did
no,
you?
Not at all.
Good stuff.
Judge Jodie.
Here she is.
You can send us your moral dilemmas at any time. Breakfast at nova919.com.au. Paul from Phil has done just that. Here is the email. He says, hey, Judge Jodie. Well, that's very informal of you. Please address the judge appropriately. Your Honour.
Come on, Paul.
I proposed to my amazing girlfriend of 4 years on New Year's Eve. I make decent money, but not great. When I picked out a ring for her, I checked with one of her friends to make sure it was something she'd like, but all the pictures her friend sent me were way out of my price range. Already I'm sensing tight ass. So instead of getting her a tiny diamond, I got a larger imitation diamond that I thought would suit her taste better. And of course I was happier because it was much cheaper. Long story short, she loved the ring and showed it off to all her friends. I didn't tell her it was a real diamond because I figured it didn't matter as long as she liked it and she knew how much I love her. Incorrect. I told my sister about the ring last week and she's lost her SH1 Trevor. She says I'm lying to my fiancé. She's threatening to tell her about the diamond. If I don't think it's that big of a deal. Paul from Phil.
You're a bit of an expert in this situation. This little rock that you're wearing around your ring, your finger right now. Is this the original that was given to you by your beautiful husband, Greg?
In a sense.
You tweaked it, did you? Well, go on then. Give us the details.
Beautiful, beautiful diamond. Like the diamond itself was spectacular. I just wasn't a massive fan of the setting. So it was sort of... It was lowered and it didn't show off this gorgeous diamond that he brought for me out of love. So I sort of I call it putting mag wheels on it. I kind of pimped it up a little bit.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Spinning mag wheels too, aren't they?
I just changed the setting a touch.
Yeah,
that's all.
good.
I know I love it and he's happy that I'm happy.
This is an interesting situation. So sometimes the imitation can be just as good as the original. For example, when I'm looking for Panasonic products, sometimes I'll just find my get best Palsonic product and it's just as good. When I go to Bali and I'm looking for surf gear and I get my best Billabang T-shirts, they do a good job.
So you're saying this is okay?
Oh, I'm saying, look, it's fraught with danger.
All right.
But it's something to think about for the thrifty gentleman out there.
Let's go to Abby in the newsroom, who is always the voice of reason and on the Jodie segment.
This is a tough one because I feel like threatening to go and out him is a bit mean. But also for me, like, diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Yes.
I want the real thing.
Yeah. Okay.
I want all the sparkles. So for me, I would like to know, or I'd want him to save up a little bit longer and propose, once he can afford it.
Because also it'd be embarrassing showing it off to your friends and they're like, that's a cubic zirconia, man. Like, that's not a real diamond.
Yeah. But here's the other thing, which I've learned through buying a diamond. First of all, hint for anyone who's about to get married, don't go straight to a jeweller. Buy the diamond from a diamond dealer and then take it to a jeweller. It'll save you thousands of dollars. But don't they say diamond is a girl's best friend and cubic zirconia is a good pal of blokes?
Maybe. I've never heard that saying before. Did you just make that up?
I think so.
We've got Anna and Lisa here from The Advertiser. Go to advertiser.com.au for all their hard work. Anna, thoughts on this?
I don't think it matters. I think you're marrying the guy, not the ring. You have to remember Adam Cooney and that infamous burger ring. Now, Hayley wasn't complaining. She got her man.
Yeah.
That said, I do love a diamond. Hint, hint. If you are listening, and the bigger is better. So, yeah, a real diamond would be good.
And unbelievably, Hayley Cooney's still wearing that burger ring from 2002.
No. Skin's like all orange, but it's fine. Lisa, thoughts?
Look, I'm divorced, so perhaps I shouldn't be entering this conversation.
You divorced because he got you a fake ring?
No, maybe he did. Maybe that was the thing. But I'm kind of like, look, if she knew it was not real, then that's okay, and she's okay with it. But if he's kind of entering the start of their, marriage,
being dishonest,
yeah, that's not a great start, right?
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. 13 24 10. We need some jurors to get involved. Cara from Blakeview, what are your thoughts? Should he be honest about the situation?
Guys, a ring can be replaced. A guy can't.
Yeah, but should the guy be replaced if he's a cheapskate?
No, but think of it this way. You're going to get a new ring on your wedding day anyway. And also, glass half full, he can't wait to marry this person. He can't wait to have her as his fiancée. So instead of saving, he's gone, nah, stuff it. Let's just get on and get it done.
Get married.
Quick.
He's that keen, is what you're saying.
Yeah, 100%.
And also there's such a big brouhaha, Cara, about the ring in the first place. But then, literally my husband has lost 3 rings and we've just got to the point where don't even bother replacing it.
Yeah.
That was his idea,
right?
not mine.
And she's obsessed with it. If she didn't like it to start off with, then fair call. But if this bird absolutely loves this ring and is showing it to everyone,
yes.
Who are these people that want to pop her bubble and be like, nah, well, actually, it's not real. So if she's in her love bubble, let it be.
Oh, beautiful.
Well
Beautifully
said,
Cara. You're in the running for free for 23. That was great.
Very good stuff. I suppose the problem is, well, the money that Paul saved from the ring, if he went on to buy something ridiculous like a jet ski, maybe that's not a good...
It's not that deal, is it? Sounds like a Hayesy move. Fiona from Hillbank, what are your thoughts on this?
Hi, I think if it really, what he should do is be honest with her.
Yep.
And let her know if it really bothers her, then he could offer to save up and replace the cubic zirconia with a real diamond if it bothers her that much.
So maybe throw it back in her court is what you're saying, Fiona.
Yes, yeah. And if she does want a diamond, she needs to just wait a little bit and he can save up for that. But if she's happy with it, they can just keep it as is and spend the money on the wedding.
Okay,
All right.
that's good.
Yep, beautiful. Well said,
Great
Fiona.
court. Okay, it's this part of the show. You know what to do. Give us a ruling, please.
Judge is feeling a little conflicted on this one. I probably need to retire to my chambers for some Nurofen. This is hard. So, on one hand, the dishonesty isn't great to start a marriage. I agree with that. But on the other side, it's just a ring. She's happy. She's got a bloke. Move on. So, what I'm going to do here, Hayesy, is controversial. I'm going to sentence Paul to 6 months non-parole ring school, and he can spend 2 hours watching Blood Diamond with Leonardo DiCaprio. Gavel it up.
You steal my TV, bro?
It's the worst accent of all time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Leo being a South African. So there you go. The ruling's in. It's final.
Yeah.
Controversial, all right.
We are live tomorrow, Thursday, which is Australia Day, but we're going to be here, which is cool. We're going to do Are You Schnitting Me? This is where one of us is honest, one of us tells a lie. $100 Schnit House voucher on the line there. And free for 23. Anyone who gets on air, away you go.
There you go. Very good stuff. Thank you as well to the guys from The Advertiser coming in, advertiser.com.au.
We look forward to the review of our show, and hopefully it'll be... We brought pastry, so it might be favourable, it may not.
Please take that home with you as well.
Yes. Share it with the kids.
Because if you don't, I will.
Have a good day.